Mm. All right. All right. All right. All right. Hello, everybody. Lori Swanson here, CEO of Inspire Tech and the founder of Career Alchemy Academy, the place where women connected to tech go to get clear on their vision, to get, um, uh, they're either thinking about a job search, in a job search that's not getting the results they want, or at some sort of a career crossroads and not clear what to do next. And that's what we do here in Career Alchemy Academy. We connect you to your vision. We set up action steps that move you forward and then celebrate you along the way. And even more than that, we learn the mindset method and the career retrospective process so that obstacles, self-doubt, even what I'm going to talk about today, that messy middle, that stuff doesn't throw us off our game. And we're always cheering each other on. So it's just a beautiful, wonderful community. Please join us. You can follow the QR code right here on the screen. Join today through the end of December. You can join as a founding alchemist, and then we go into the standard career alchemist level, never to have founding alchemists again, unless I change my mind about that, but that's the plan. And there's some special things happening for the founding alchemists right now. I've been working behind the scenes on a gift that I'll be sending to everyone. So you want to join before the end of the month, and the sooner the better, because in December, I'm going to talk about that in a second, but let's just kick off today's call. So for those of you who've never been here, or today's live stream, I guess, for those of you who've never been here, thank you for coming. Thank you for watching. And you can put questions in chat, and I will either answer them during this live stream or after the live stream. You can also email at, I guess the best one would be hello@inspiretech.com, INSPIHERTECH.com. Email me. I will perhaps answer your question or write a blog about your question for the future. So today, what we're talking about is how your career dream requires you to embrace your inner elf. So yes, it is that time of year. As you could tell, like I was thinking to myself as I started the Zoom video, I'm like, oh, I think I wore the same outfit a few weeks ago on the LinkedIn Live. And that's because this, I don't know if you can tell on video, but this is like a sparkly, the jacket has sparkles in it. The turtleneck has all these sparklies in it. So it's my go-to sparkle turtleneck and jacket for all holiday events that I'm going to. And I think, before Thanksgiving, there was a Wednesday event. And so I wore this to that event. So now you're seeing it again because I'm heading downtown Chicago today for another holiday celebration. And I love this time of year. I love the gatherings, because during the year, often I say no to certain gatherings just because other things are taking priority, like the Career Alchemy Academy. And so this gives me an opportunity to connect with people that maybe I don't see very often and to meet new people. So I'm really psyched about that. But the other thing I like about this time of year is the holiday movies. What can I say? I will watch all of the ones that you probably think about, the staples from It's a Wonderful Life to Miracle on 34th Street, the original, with Natalie Wood. Scrooge, I have like 3 different versions of Scrooge on DVD, and I will watch them all. And my husband and I debate which one is the best Scrooge. And and then I'm not, and I do a little Hallmark Channel too. Like I just feel good watching those movies. It just gives me all the good feels. But I would say one of the ones topping the list is Elf with Will Ferrell and James Caan. I think Zooey Deschanel's in it. Bob Newhart. I mean, how can you go wrong with this movie, right? Great actors, great story, and so it's one of the ones that usually right at the top. I may watch it more than once, to tell you the truth. Once on my own and then once with the family. But one of the scenes that always sticks with me is the point in which Buddy, the elf, played by Will Ferrell, finds out that he's actually not an elf, but that he's a human. And Bob Newhart gives him a snow globe. And inside the snow globe is the Empire State Building. And it's sort of like a map to where Buddy can find his biological father, played by James Caan. So Buddy decides that he's got to go and find his father. He's got to go. He's got this burning desire to connect with his dad. He has the vision in the snow globe. Okay, Empire State Building, that's where I need to go. I'm just going to leave the North Pole. I'm going to traverse through the unknown, and I'm going to arrive in New York City. Done, right? Except the journey to get from North Pole to New York City is not quite that simple. He, as he said, he has to travel through 7 layers of the candy cane forest and the sea of swirly twirly gumdrops, and then through the London Tunnel, not by car. And he meets a raccoon along the way, but that's a whole nother tangent. But so he has to go through these things, these obstacles, unknown to him, unplanned for, in order to reach his dream, right? And so when I think about that, I thought and of course I'm always thinking about you all, the women who are in their careers, not satisfied, looking for something new, either by choice or circumstance, considering a pivot. We're coming into a new year, considering, how do I do less of what I don't like, more of what I do? How do I shape, even if I stay where I'm at, how can I shape my career and the work that I'm doing so that it's more enjoyable and so that I'm bringing more value into the organization, right? So I'm always thinking about that. And so whenever I hear something on the radio, I'm like, oh, that'd be interesting blog or this movie, right? So I'm thinking about Buddy, and he's got a dream, he's got a vision, yet, he doesn't even realize what he'll have to do to make that dream a reality. And that, may sound familiar to some of you all who have a bold career vision, and either the new role, or maybe you just want to create more flexibility in your career, or you want to reshape the work you're doing next year at your current company. You want to go after a job where more of a leadership role, or maybe you even want to give up the management of people and become an individual contributor again. And you're like, how do I do that? What do I do? It's like standing at the North Pole. You've got this goal, and the path ahead is messy and unpredictable. Stuff that you might not anticipate, stuff you can't anticipate. So inside the Career Alchemy Academy, one of the things we've been working on in the month of November, and if you join, PS, if you join, we have all of the coaching calls are recorded. You can listen to those and all the workshops. We did a two-part vision boarding workshop. We also did a career goals, like career core values workshop. Those are all recorded in there. The materials you need, like if there's downloadable PDFs or something, are all there for you. So whatever time you join is the perfect right time, right? Except I would join in the month of December because you'll be a founding alchemist, and that's kind of special to me anyways. So we've been working on this idea of creating the vision. And what I know is that the key to that the vision creation isn't about avoiding the messy middle, right? It's not about avoiding the mess. It's not about resisting it. It's about accepting that it's going to be there. And that some of the stuff, again, you might be able to anticipate, but there's going to also be stuff you can't anticipate. And you're like, so bring it on. Because whatever it is, I know I'm a smart cookie and I'll figure it out, right? So the truth about this messy middle is that you're going to feel confused and uncertain. So accept that. You're going to have naysayers that show up and they're like, what are you, crazy to give up the management role and become an individual contributor again? Whatever. Leave that job? Why would you do that? You've been there so long and everybody knows you. These naysayers try to stamp on your dreams. So just know that's happening. Just know that's happening. Could happen. Obstacles will come that you can't anticipate. Ones you have not planned for. Accept that. Your doubts are going to creep in. That's natural. When we start to stretch out of our comfort zone, we are into our discomfort zone. The discomfort is what I'm talking about, like accepting the discomfort that's going to come with the change and be like, oh, okay, this is just, I'll have successes. I'll have people that are cheering me on, and I'll also have these other sort of uncomfortable, I'll be experiencing discomfort, and that's all part of this. And so that I accept that. It's okay. I'm not going to resist it. So your doubts will creep in as part of this, making you question if the decision you made was the right one. By the way, it was. I can just tell you that right now. It was. If you've had this tug, I call it the career nudge, you have that. Again, either are designing this or outside circumstances are encouraging you to change. That's all the right decision. That's exactly how it's supposed to be happening. Another thing is that you might feel tempted during the process to distract yourself with just about anything else than continuing to, send out your resume or continuing to practice how you're going to reshape your role. What do I need to think about? How do I present this? All of those things. You'll just distract yourself with anything else. And that's one of the things I think that naturally comes with the Career Alchemy Academy, is that you become accountable not only to yourself, but to other people in this sense. And we're not like, there's no shame inside here. There's no blame. You can always renegotiate with yourself and tell us the renegotiation. All of that's possible. But there's also something, I think, I guess I'll say magical or special to telling someone, like, here's my dream, and I have some ideas about how I'm going to get there, and I have some other places where I have no idea how this might happen, and I'm feeling scared, I'm feeling nervous, and we talk through that because, again, we use the mindset model. So we're always looking at, because our thoughts create a reality, and so we're always looking at those thoughts and how they're making you feel, and then choosing ones that are going to have you feeling more aligned with the action you need to take in order to make it a reality. We're not saying that you don't feel scared. We're just saying there's also another feeling and another every feeling, emotional feeling, has a thought behind it. And so you can choose to feel this way and think that thought, or you can choose a different thought that has you feeling a little bit more inspired and motivated. So you'll learn how to do all that, right? And I'm there to coach you through it. But once you accept the mess as part of the process, something shifts. There's something inside of you that, kind of a calm certainty, a knowing that you can handle whatever comes your way, whatever the mess decides to bring. And you can, once that sort of settles in, like, like this is going to be, parts will be easy and parts are going to be hard and messy, and that's okay. Then you can begin to take action with clarity because, and I'm sure I've talked about this before, but when you aren't feeling calm and certain, the action you're taking is going to be even messier. Even messier. It's going to be of your own creation in a way, instead of just part of the process of growing and changing, which can be challenging. But you just can make it even harder for yourself when you start to take all kinds of action before you've really gotten yourself in a place where you're thinking and feeling calm and certain. So, as I mentioned, in November, we worked on the bigger vision. And in December, we're talking about authenticity. We're talking about connecting our vision and our values to the goals and the actions that we're taking, so that, because when that happens, it also creates more of a clearer path, because, and also gives you the strength you need in the messy middle, because you're connected to something, that why that they talk about. So that's everything that's happening inside Career Alchemy in December, and connecting our visions to this aligned action. And we do that by setting up our 3 essentials. I call them our 3 essentials, which are, what are we going to focus on? And so once we know what those things are, here's our vision, and what underneath that vision, what are our 3 essentials that are going to, that directly align with that vision, and then action steps underneath that we'll be taking, so that there's like this clear path between the vision, like the main thing we're working on. And the reason I talk about these 3 essentials is because once you have those, that means other lesser goals are set aside. Other distractions become like, are they, like a request may come in, or an opportunity may show up. And if they're not aligned with those 3 essentials, then they're a no. They're a no for the most part. And then we just embrace the mess, right? We start to anticipate the mess. We start to strategize about these obstacles. And again, we have patience with the timing, like all of these things. When we stop resisting, and start accepting and embracing what wants to happen as part of the process, then we're looking at it with a different lens. Like, I would take them out. I could put on a different lens right now because I have them, but I won't. But we put on a new lens, a lens of like curiosity and creativity. My 2 favorite lenses, curiosity and creativity. Like, oh, okay, this is like throwing me for a loop right now. I'm feeling scared again. Okay, that's okay. Let's get curious. Why might this be happening? What might have happened before this that created this, and what can I do about it? That's that retrospective that I talk about that we do inside the Academy, where we're evaluating our actions and we're evaluating why things happen, so we can continue to learn from them and grow stronger. So as you embrace the mess, what comes next? What comes next is consistency. So even though it might be somewhat messy action, it's consistent action. And then your vision becomes sharper. Your confidence replaces your doubt. I think you move because you're more confident, because you have clear vision, you move faster and smarter. And again, as the mess comes in, you're able to look at it, receive it, pivot around it if you need to, pivot over it, or pivot through it, with all of that. And then at some point you'll look back and you'll be like, every detour, every gumdrop filled, swirly twirly gumdrop filled step was worth it, because you're a different person. You're the person that made it through the messy middle, not only, survived it, but you actually mastered it and befriended it. And I like to think about myself befriending all of the messy stuff, like, oh, you're a good friend of mine. Let's talk. And then even going forward, you've, again, like I said, you become a different person, which means now you you can handle any part of your journey going forward, any mess, because you're creating the vision, and whatever happens, you can achieve your next dream, your next career dream. And someone's going to say to you, and this is a if you know moment for my elf fans, they're going to say, you did it. Congratulations. World's best coffee. Great job. So that's the message from Lori at Swanson, your career wayfinder coach. And for today, I wish you all the messiest of opportunities as you build your confidence and you build your smarts and your speed, and pursue that career vision, and come join us so you have a community of people that are, it just feels like there's something about this community of, I don't know. I can't even explain it. It's like a container that's filled with love and support and power. I think that's the thing, is you're just more powerful with a community. You're just more powerful. So that's it for today. Thank you so much for joining me. Next week, let's see, next week we are changing the time. I think it's a little bit earlier because I have another event. I may be wearing the same outfit next week. Be ready. I feel like I should have another holiday outfit in my closet. I'll try to find that. We'll see. If not, here's where I'll be. Maybe I'll change the necklace. Whatever. So it's a little bit earlier next week, and then right on time the following week of the 16th, and then the week of the Christmas holiday, I'm doing it on Monday, and a little earlier, I think at 11 Central Time on Monday. So just to give you a little heads up that the time will shift. But if you're on my email list, so when you go to the website, at the bottom of the screen, you'll see inspirations in your inbox, join our newsletter, and then you'll get the reminder of when the LinkedIn Lives will be, so you don't have to remember them, or you can just put them on your calendar right now. All right. Peace out to everybody, and talk soon.